everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all well. If you are new here, I am Rachel and I'm a mummy to a little 2-year-old boy called Joshua, and I am currently 35 weeks pregnant with our second little baby, a little girl who is due in August. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do so. The little subscribe button is just down here somewhere. It's completely free to subscribe and it means the absolute world to me. So I'd love for you to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you are a returning subscriber, then welcome back and thank you for sticking around. I am coming back today with a 35-week pregnancy update. I really want to make an effort to document the last few weeks because recently I've become so aware that this pregnancy is so close to the end and I just want to capture as much of it as I possibly can. Wasn't possible in the early stages, but I am more than able to sort of capture a little bit more of it now, so I really want to do so. So I'm back with a 35-week pregnancy update. The last one I did was 33 weeks. I'll link all my pregnancy videos and like baby hauls and things like that down below. So if you want to check any of them out, then they will be in the description box down below. I have got my phone with me for the Oviatt app, which I do on most of my pregnancy updates, and I also have a little list of notes because there are a few pointers that I wanted to discuss today and I didn't want to forget anything and then look back when I'm editing and think, oh, I wish I'd said that. So I am going to get stuck straight in as to what myself and baby is doing at 35 weeks pregnant. So I've just got some information on the Oviatt app here and I will just read it out for you. So it says, at 35 weeks pregnant, if you are having a boy, his testicles are descending, and boy or girl, baby's skeletal development is nearly complete. It is time to get yourself and your partner ready to have a baby in your home and your lives, including deciding on any new insurance you might want to add. Many babies are now rotating from the breech position down into your pelvis. As she is in the birth position, she will drop lower into your pelvis. If this is your first pregnancy, this may happen soon, even weeks before you give birth, though in later pregnancies it often doesn't happen until just before labour or even after labour begins. Most of baby's organs and skeleton development is complete, although she is still growing stronger and refining her abilities every day as delivery draws nearer. Most of the development she has left is just growing bigger and stronger. The only organs that need just a touch more work are baby's lungs, and those are coming along fast as well. Mostly though, as baby enters the home stretch, she is still piling on that baby fat at between 18 or 19 inches and 5 to 6 pounds, the size of a bunch of carrots. Baby is cuddlier than she has been yet, though she still has a little bit more to grow. And then it's just got a little bit about how mum is doing, and it, you know, just has some information about maybe you might want to get a doula or something like that. But that is basically how baby is doing at 35 weeks. So as I have mentioned in my previous pregnancy updates, this little girl has been breech, which has been a little bit of a concern on my mind. I really wanted her to move around and be in the right position if possible, and I can quite successfully say the last time I went to see the midwife, which was a week today, this time last week, she had a feel and baby is head down. Finally, I am so relieved that she's head down. Kicks were getting really painful down there, and obviously you don't have an awful lot of bladder control when you're heavily pregnant anyway, but when you've got a baby kicking you full force down there, the bladder control isn't as brilliant, you know, it gets a little bit worse. So I'm really pleased that she is head down. Her movements are still really strong. I'm feeling lots of stretches, like leg stretching out and twists and turns and things like that. Sam still gets really creeped out by my belly when he looks, because the kicks seem to be an awful lot stronger this time than they were with Josh, and my belly looks like something off a horror film. It's literally like this when she's moving. It's the most bizarre thing. And I did speak to the midwife about it, and she assured me, because Josh was quite a big baby, obviously he has stretched my womb, and so for any other pregnancies, there's obviously a lot more space in there for baby to move around, and she's obviously making the most of the fact that there is quite a lot of space in there for her to move around, so her movements are really, really strong and fast and thick. So one of the most prominent symptoms this week has definitely been swollen feet. I never had swollen feet with Josh. I think it's a combination of the weather, because it's been like stupidly hot in the UK for like the last 10 days, and the fact that, you know, I'm 35 weeks pregnant and my belly is really big and heavy now, but my feet have never swelled so much. I looked like Shrek the other night when I went to have a shower. Sam couldn't believe how swollen my feet were. I no exaggeration, you couldn't even tell that I had ankles. They were that swollen, and it was just the most bizarre thing, because I was just looking down at my feet and I just couldn't recognise, like, they just didn't look like mine. They just didn't look like my feet. It was so weird, and I never had like massively swollen feet with Josh, so that's been interesting. Getting into my shoes has also been interesting. I've kind of been like only able to get my feet into flip-flops, which, you know, has been quite handy that we've had hot weather, so I've not really wanted to wear anything else. But my god, I couldn't get my trainers on my feet the other day. It was really bad. It's really bad. Another thing that I've noticed is tiredness. I've been really, really tired this week, taking naps in the day when and if I can, which I haven't done since sort of the first trimester. Again, I don't know if that's just the fact that I'm getting really big now, or I'm not sure, but it's also been, I've also had this weird craving for ice this week, like crunching on ice. So when I have a drink, I have to like fill the glass full of ice, and then I will just chomp on the ice. And it sounds absolutely foul, it sounds horrible, but I've just been craving like crunching ice. And I did Google it, and that is a sign of like low iron, so I'm not sure if my iron levels have dropped or something like that. I do feel a bit more sprightly today. I don't know. I might mention it to the midwife next week when I see her. I have a 36-week appointment next week, which is the appointment where they make a birth plan with you, which is just insane. Like, I can't believe that I'm making a birth plan. Like, what? Making a birth plan? Like, no, this baby's not coming now. Like, I can't believe that we're on the home stretch now, and it's just absolutely, it's just insane. Like, I don't know, and I feel a bit like it's going to be a bit of a waste of time. I'm not really fussed about having a birth plan this time round. I had quite a rigid birth plan with Josh of what is my hair doing? Of what I wanted with my birth with Josh, and I very quickly learned that babies don't follow birth plans, and you can, you know, all you're doing is setting your hopes up high to have this like wonderful birth, which is exactly how you want it. And for many women that is achievable, and they get that lovely wonderful birth, and they were really glad that they had such a rigid birth plan in place so that all the healthcare professionals knew what they wanted. But for me, it just didn't pan out that way at all with Josh, and my actual labour, delivery, birth with Josh was about as far away from my birth plan as I could have hoped for. So I'm a bit sceptical about writing a birth plan, because I don't know, I just don't want to hope for this birth and then be disappointed that I didn't get it again, which is what I had with Josh. So there are a couple of things that I would like if possible, but I don't think I'm going to set anything rigidly like in stone, because I don't know, babies, it's going to be what it's going to be, and that's how I have been this whole pregnancy, is it's going to be what it's going to be. I'm swaying more towards the elective cesarean side. It's personal choice. I don't know. It's very, very uncomfortable being pregnant in this heat, and you know, her movements are so painful, and with having another baby, it could be quite handy knowing exactly when you're going to go in, exactly when you're going to have the baby. So I am swaying more towards that, and I would like in my birth plan that baby is to have the first hour of skin to skin, whether that be with me or whether that be with Sam. That's the only thing I want highlighted and underlined is skin to skin, because I didn't get any skin to skin with Josh because he had to be rushed off to special care. So I didn't get that initial like skin on skin, or he didn't get that initial skin on skin with either of his parents. We didn't do his first feed or anything like that. So yeah, that's something that I really would like in my birth plan. So that's all I'm really going to push for, I think. My hospital bags are very much packed, as you will see from my channel. The last couple of videos that went up were what was in my hospital bags, so they will also be linked down below if you want to watch them. So my hospital bags are packed, the car seat is ready. We haven't put the Isofix in yet or anything like that, but the bags and the car seat are packed and ready to go if something were to happen. I'm really hoping that it doesn't. Obviously we don't want things to happen before 37 weeks, but I'm the sort of person that I would like to be prepared, and if I was put in a situation where I woke up and I was in early labour, I don't have to worry about packing things. It's already there, we've just got to grab it and go. So that is all done. We are still toying between two names. Me and Sam have been so busy, it's just been so busy recently that we haven't really had the opportunity to sit down and actually discuss the names. I think we're swaying more towards the one than the other, but nothing is set in stone yet. Nobody actually knows the name. I'm not going to reveal the name until she is born, because I would like to keep it to myself just in case I change my mind, which is more than likely because I'm really indecisive. So we're still toying between two names. I am at that point now where I just feel absolutely massive. I just feel like a ball. Like, I feel like that girl off Charlie and the Chocolate Factory when she blows up. I just feel absolutely massive. Even the smallest task, like bending down to get something, is just, it's like climbing a mountain. It's so difficult. And I'm definitely at the point where like the only things that are comfortable to wear are like maternity leggings now. Even my maternity jeans are starting to cut in. And so I just got these like basic maternity t-shirts from Mothercare and some Mothercare maternity leggings. I will link them down below for you because I got them when they were 20% off. I don't think that they've got that deal on now, but honestly they are so comfortable, like so comfortable. So I will leave links for them down below if you want to go and check them out and you're looking for some comfortable casual maternity wear. I don't like spending a fortune on it because obviously I'm only going to be pregnant for like the next, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks. So you know, I don't want to spend a fortune on maternity wear. I don't know whether we're going to have any more kids, so it's not like I'm going to be investing it for further pregnancies because we're really unsure as to whether we would have another. But yeah, maternity clothes are kind of all I can squeeze myself into now. I'm nesting like mad. I was actually toying not filming this video today because I wanted to get the house cleaned. I only have Joshua in nursery 1 morning a week, so that's when I tend to do all my filming, cleaning, as much as possible. But obviously I've only got from sort of, well, by the time Sam's gone to work and we've done everything for the pub, I've only got sort of 10 till 12:30, so I've only got a 2.5 hour window to get things done. And I was like, oh, I really want to get the house cleaned, but I am sticking to my usual uploads of Mondays and Thursdays. So I have got this video, obviously I'm filming this video now, but I just want to get the house clean and tidy, and like it stresses me out now if the house is a mess. I can't sit in it, it's just stressing me out. I'm really paranoid that like if I go into labour, not now obviously, but in a couple of weeks, and the house is a mess, I don't want to come home after I've given birth and be greeted with a messy house. So I'm trying really hard to like keep on top of all the housework, all the washing, things like that, so nothing turns into like a really big job. So yeah, I think that is actually everything that is on the list of things that I wanted to say. This update's a little bit longer than my normal one, so I do apologise. I've been a little bit rambly, but if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below, and I will see you all again soon, guys. Bye.